Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, August 1st. I know it's been a while since my last update. I just didn't have enough to show. I kind of still don't, but I got this much to show, but I'm covering half of it because one of them, you can see the title. No DVDs in this month, but a couple of 4Ks and Blu-rays. You might not get a video from me till maybe middle of September, because I'm not going to be ordering online because we're going to be going on holidays in about 2 weeks. I don't want to order anything. I do have money saved away, but I want to save up a little bit more. And like probably not, I don't know, gonna get the 4K for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 or the beginning. It's up in the air. The only one I plan to get is The Accountant 2. So, but other than that, we will just get started. First bunch I ordered from Amazon. These two actually came not long after my last video. The first one up is the 4K for The Monkey. Looking forward to seeing this. Probably going to save it for my horror marathon this year. And another one, I was like, do I want to drop the $44 on the 4K Steelbook? Fuck it. And that was from Amazon. I think this edition at Walmart was maybe not even $4 less, so I was like, oh, okay. And I got, like I said, the 4K Steelbook of Minecraft. I like the design. I know nothing about the game, so I just know Creeper and that's really it. And these next two I got from Amazon. This one was on sale, so I grabbed it. I watched it for my horror marathon last year, and that is Hellfest. And this one I was gonna get on 4K, but my dad said he actually wanted to watch it. Then it went on cable. We recorded it. I haven't watched it yet. My dad watched a little bit of it, and he wasn't the biggest fan, so I kind of wish I would have got the 4K of this, but still haven't watched it yet, because this is a big one I'm going to be saving for my marathon, and that is Sinners. I kept wanting to go see this in the movie theater, but you know how it is. You say, oh, I want to go, and then you don't, and you keep putting it off, and then it leaves. Yeah, it's been that kind of year. I gotta pick and choose what I want to see. Like, I haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. Didn't see 28 Years Later. Didn't see I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. The big one for me in July was, of course, Superman, which I absolutely loved. So, we'll just move on. So, and went to Willow Video, and I only picked up one. But I was so happy they still had this, because in my last video, I said I almost grabbed this, but I wanted to get From Beyond the Grave. They still had this, so I picked it up. The Grindhouse releasing of Lucio Fulci's The Beyond. It's the 3-disc set, because I think I stated in my last video, the 6-disc 4K is on Amazon, but it's like it was $124, and it dropped to $110, and I was like, I can't justify that. And this was only $29.99. I was so happy it was still there, because I was like, I'm still keeping my DVD. I don't know why, but fuck it. I think mine is an Anchor Bay one. That's probably why I'm keeping it. So, okay. Now, if you follow me on particularly Instagram or Letterboxd, you notice on my first time viewings, there was a huge theme. It didn't have to do with a genre or whatever. I was going to say not a series, but it kind of did, because I did binge watch the sequels of this series in one night. But it's more an actor I got a lot of Blu-rays of, and I'm happy about that, because this particular one, I found the Sunrise Records down at our mall, and they said they don't have it, but this other place has it, and to get it right away, because it was actually going out of print. I checked on Amazon. It said temporary out of stock, and now it's like they don't know if they're getting it back, and the price for Marketplace went up to between $69 and $90. So I got my dad to drive me out to Tawasin Mills to get this, and they had it on hold for me. And the movie and actor in question, well, the actor is Charles Bronson. The movie, one of them I watched this last month, Murphy's Law, which I really liked, to the fact that the next day I went out and got this, and thank God I did. It's from the Kino Labro line, and I probably know they're going to get a 4K, but I mean, like I said, I'm picky on the 4Ks. So I watched this on Tubi. I absolutely loved it. I say loved it, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. It was so much fun. I'm just going to say this, I have watched a couple of his movies, actually only two, the important ones, which are The Great Escape and The Magnificent Seven. But one of the ones I own and did not watch for multitude of reasons was the first Death Wish movie, because I was always told the assault scene was so fucking graphic. Well, I guess for 1974 it was. When I watched it, like, how they beat and kill his wife is graphic, but what they did to the daughter, which is the reason I didn't want to watch it, because it was they said, I gotta say, like, this quote unquote a very graphic rape scene, and I watched it and I go, I've seen graphic rape scenes and this ain't it. But I guess maybe for the time, but aside from Superman, Death Wish was my second favorite first time viewing of the year. But loved this one, so happy to have it. And speaking of the Death Wish films, I did pick a couple of them up. These two, which were Death Wish 3 and 4, I got on Amazon. I think I paid $30 for this one and $19 for this. So I binge watched the whole series in one day. I'm looking for Death Wish 5. It is on Amazon, but it's through a seller, and since my last experience with Facebook Marketplace, I don't really want to do that. This one actually isn't the Kino Lobber line, and this one is, but I'm happy to have them both. And got this at Walmart. I picked up the 4K to Final Destination Bloodlines, another one I didn't go see in the theater. Kind of pissed off at myself for that. Probably gonna also save this for the marathon. Not gonna rewatch the series. I'm just gonna watch this and cry when I see Tony Todd. And I got this one from eBay. I bought it, and 2 days later I went to Willow Video and realized I had it. And I was like, fuck. But I got the special edition of Death Wish 2, which has the theatrical and unrated cut. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I did like this one as well, so I'm happy to have that. Two of the other movies I watched with Charles Bronson, either on Amazon Prime or Tubi, was Assassinations, which was so much fun. I wish that was out on Blu-ray. I think it's out on a 3-pack DVD. And the other one was The Evil Men Do. That one was also good. I like the way how he takes one of the guys out. I'm not going to say what it was, but if you've seen the movie, you'd know. I'll just say it's in a bar scene, so excuse me while I drink. Because it's actually quite hot. That's why I'm kind of rushing through this video, because I want to turn this fucking light off. But if anybody wants to know, one of the ones I will be checking out is Hard Times, because that's been recommended to me by my parents. My dad particularly loves that film. And then I saw who the co-star was, because I grew up watching James Coburn. So I was like, oh, I'll check this out, but don't push it on me, because then I won't want to watch it. So then we went to Walmart, and I stood there for a minute, and I was like, do I want this on 4K or regular Blu-ray? And I just got the Blu-ray of Thunderbolts. Also, the reason not getting a lot on 4K is my 4K machine, I'm just gonna pick you up for a minute, is that big, so I don't want to have to take it out into the living room all the time. And mostly I'm just gonna get horror movies on Blu-ray. So I say that, and well, like, my dad's never gonna watch Final Destination Bloodlines, so, But I am kind of pissed off that he said he didn't really care for Sinners, and I didn't get the 4K on that. But so I just got the Blu-ray because he is interested in seeing that. And then the last one I got yesterday, I don't know if this was listed as one that was going out of print through Scream Factory, but I figure I would grab it. And I also watched this on Tubi. It was one of the ones I picked up, and it's called 10 to Midnight. This does borderline on a horror film. Well, for me, I think a lot of serial killer movies, are horror. But, well, they put it quote unquote thriller, and I'm like, I don't think of Seven as a fucking thriller. I think that is a downright horror movie. Not one of my favorites, but to me, it's a horror film. Even my dad, who's seen Seven, he hated it for certain reasons. And he's like, that is a horror movie. I don't know why they say thriller. I go, yeah, so the critics can like it. But yeah, this is... The serial killer and the guy in this was a little weird. I mean, not how he killed people, but it was the lead up kind of shit. I was like, well, why are you doing this, dude? Because all the person has to do is grab a knife and cut your balls off, and there you go. But yeah, random. I did enjoy this one, obviously, because I grabbed it, and I'm happy I did, because I don't know if it's one of the ones going out of print. Probably go out of print and go on 4K, considering Scream Factory is kind of doing a lot of that lately. Well, everybody seems to be doing that lately. But yeah, happy I grabbed this. So yeah, guys, that's it, a small haul. But like I said, I didn't want to wait till I had 20 of them and basically wait almost 2 months to do a video. But I got some good ones. I did my, like I said, my Charles Bronson kind of obsession of this month of trying to get a lot of his movies. The best pickup, I would say, is this version of The Beyond, which is the 3-disc set, and it comes with everything, the booklet, the soundtrack. So, because like I said, $110 for the 4K is a little too much. But, and actually, I didn't know this because I've had the pile right there, and I was like, what the hell is that? And it actually glows in the dark. I'm just too light. But this part glows in the dark, and it freaked me out. I was like, what the fuck is on my thing? So yeah, guys, don't know when my next video will be, because like I said, I'm not going to be buying a lot for the next couple of weeks, because my dad and I, in 2 weeks, are heading up to Kelowna again, because that's what we did last year, and we just love it up there. So I said... like I said, the Accountant 2 is probably the only thing I'll buy before we leave, or maybe buy when we're up there. I don't know. But yeah, nothing really really interests me right now to buy. So I know that's kind of bad, but I got some good titles here. Let me know which ones you like, which ones you don't like. I think the couple I'm looking forward to, of course, Sinners. That's a big one. Minecraft, which seems odd, but I like Jack Black and I love Jason Momoa. So Final Destination, which I know I'll cry during, and The Monkey, those are the bad one. So yeah, guys, and also if you have any other Charles Bronson movies I should check out, please list them down below. I've got a lot of them saved. Like, I've got The Mechanic, I've got Mr. Majestic, Breakdown Pass. And like I said, I do own The Magnificent Seven and The Great Escape, which, I mean, you can't go wrong with those 2 films. So yeah, guys, don't know, like I said, don't know when the next video will be. Hopefully, maybe one at the end of the month. I'm not sure. I'm already kind of slowly getting shit ready for my horror marathon next month, mostly because I'm bored out of my fucking mind. But other than that, until my next video, guys, I hope you all have a great weekend, watch a shitload of movies, and of course, as always, like, comment, please subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye, guys.